Live from the Arkansas PBS studios in Conway, it's Quiz Bowl 2024. Right now, we have the 3A state championship featuring the Mountain View Yellow Jackets and Atkins Red Devils. Let's meet the teams.
My name is Trent Wickham. I'm a senior. I'm the captain, and I'm 18 today, and I'm not happy about it.
I'm junior Austin McDonald. Don't call me Old McDonald. That's my father.
I'm a sophomore, Adi Anandaraj.
Hello, my name's Devin Lubner. I'm a senior, and it's Trent's birthday today, and I am happy about it.
Hello, my name is Sahara Goodwin. I'm a sophomore. My favorite color is green, and go Jackets!
Hi, I'm Jay Prasad. I'm a sophomore, and this is bigger than the NBA Finals.
Hello, my name is Maya Savannah. I'm a freshman, and look at this really cool giraffe I drew.
Hi, my name's Piper Mitchell. I'm a freshman. Look, Mom, I'm on TV.
Hi, I'm James Nicholson. I'm a freshman, and I really like milk.
Hi, my name is Nala Van Evra, and I love sharks.
Hi, my name is Cole. I'm a freshman, and where are we right now?
Hello there. I'm Ashton Brock. I'm a sophomore from Mountain View. And no, I am not General Kenobi.
Assistant coach Delonra Sutterfield, and I can't believe we're back again.
Head coach Alan Bishop, and win or lose, I love these guys.
Hi, my name is Craig Hoyne. I'm a senior at Atkins High School, and this is the most fun I've had since my last Quiz Bowl tournament.
My name is Kellen Wofford. I'm a sophomore at Atkins High School, and this is for all the beasts back in A-Town.
I'm Atreides Scroggins. I'm a freshman at Atkins High School, and I'm going to take a nap after this.
Hi, I'm Grinley Scroggins. I'm a junior in Atkins High School, and I have not had enough coffee for this.
Hi, I'm Hannah Barton, and I'm a junior at Atkins High School, and I have 13 cents in my bank account.
My name is David Henderson. I coach for Atkins High School, and I'm excited for you to see their Red Devil pride.
Well, we have 4 rounds of questions before we find out which of those teams will be taking home the 3A Quiz Bowl State Championship. Let's get started with round 1, a 20-question toss-up round. To do that, let's turn it over to our quiz master for the match, Steve Patterson.
Well, thank you, Christina, and we are excited to see the 3A finalist in 2024 Quiz Bowl. And it came down to 2 great teams, Atkins and Mountain View. And so it's good to see both of you and play today. All right, y'all ready? All right, hands on our buzzers, and here's our first toss-up. He was born in Poland in 1886 to a father who was an active Zionist. He began Zionist campaigns of his own and was expelled from Palestine in 1914 by the Turks, who then controlled it. Name this man who in 1948 would proclaim Israel as an independent state as the first prime minister. Craig.
Ben-Gurion?
Ben-Gurion is absolutely right. All right, question 2. This French painter and sculptor, along with Henri Matisse and Pablo Picasso, helped define the plastic arts and new methods of painting and sculpting. Name this Dadaist and Cubist artist of such works, Craig.
Rock?
No. Such works as 16 Miles of String, 50 cc of Paris Air, and a Nude Descending a Staircase, number 2. All right, Trent.
Eakins?
No, it's Marcel Duchamp. All right, he entered medical school and focused on surgery. During his surgical studies, he emulated his professor's attention to details and surgical studies. He also emulated his professor's attention to details and diagnostic deduction. As an author, his... Craig.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
You're right. This study was based on 5 primary and many other secondary measurements that were tied to skull contours. All right, it investigated the size and shape of the skull as a predictor of intelligence. Trent.
Phrenology.
Yes. All right, question 5. Like many technology.coms, it was founded in Stanford University. American David Filo and Taiwan-born Jerry Yang co-created Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web and put up such things as Yang's golf scores and favorite websites. Name this internet search engine and email server that came from this web page. Trent.
Yahoo.
Yes. This story is set in England about an anthropomorphized group that had a culture with their own language, poetry, and mythology, and a couple of characters based on the author's World War II experiences. Name this debut novel by Richard Adams. Trent.
The Hobbit.
No, that focuses on the daily lives of a group of rabbits. Hannah.
Peter Rabbit.
No. Watership Down. Watership Down. Math computation for number 7. Sarah is flying a plane at 12,000 feet above ground level. When she looks down at a 60-degree angle, she spots an airport. How far away in feet is the airport from her ground position? Austin.
6,000 times the square root of 3 feet?
No. All right, time was called there, Craig. Correct answer was 4,000 and a root of 3 feet. All right, I could have accepted a few other things, but none of them were the one you gave me. Lightning can create this inorganic molecule in the atmosphere that was discovered in 1865. Craig.
Nitrates?
No. It is an oxidant that has many consumer and industrial applications, but can also damage the respiratory systems of mammals. Name this allotrope of oxygen that is a pale blue gas, has a pungent smell, and has a chemical symbol of O3. Trent.
Ozone.
Yes. Question number 9 is, her father was Lord Edmund Howard. Her cousin was Anne Boleyn, and she was briefly England's queen from 1540 to 1541. She was accused of having an affair with the king's advisor and her distant cousin, Thomas Culpeper. Name the 5th wife of King Henry VIII, who was sometimes referred to as his Rose Without a Thorn, and was beheaded for adultery. Trent.
Catherine Parr.
No. Craig.
Catherine of Arkansas.
Catherine Howard is the name that I needed. Maurice Ravel was a student of this composer. This Frenchman was a musical prodigy who loved Schumann, Liszt, and Wagner, and made his musical debut at the age of 10. Wagner and, name this French composer of works including The Dying Swan, Carnival of Animals, Danse Macabre, and Samson and Delilah. No answer? Audi.
Schubert.
No. Craig.
Debussy.
No, it's Saint-Saëns. Saint-Saëns. He was a Spanish Dominican friar who was tacitly empowered by the Holy Office to, quote, uphold Catholic religious orthodoxy. To accomplish this, he authorized torture and death for crimes such as heresy, apostasy, sorcery, sodomy, polygamy, and blasphemy. Name this man who was the first Grand Inquisitor of the Spanish Inquisition. That was Thomas Torquemada. He was born John Griffith Cheney and was part of the radical literary group called The Crowd. His books were often inspired by his own life, like gold mining in the Yukon, and his contributions to founding the conservation movement. Name this American author of The Pearls of Parley, To Build a Fire. Trent.
London.
Yes. This man called them apocryphal and excluded books such as Baruch, Wisdom, Judith, and both Maccabees from the Bible. In the 4th century, this man translated the Old and the New Testaments from Hebrew and Greek into Latin. Craig.
Jerome.
Yes. All right, we're going to question 14, and that is a math computation. All right, if 5 raised to the power of parenthesis 3x minus 3, close parentheses, equals 125, what is the value of x? Craig.
X equals 2?
Yes. This is a stack of planar surfaces moved by geological stresses. These permanent deformations in rock strata were caused by differing types of processes dependent upon whether they were sedimentary, metamorphic, or igneous. This common geologic process that has cyclenes, anticlenes, and monoclenes built the Ouachita and Appalachian Mountains. Trent.
Erosion.
No. Craig.
Rock formation?
No, they're called folds or folding. All right, this treaty was signed on April 10th of 1998 in Christian religion and featured issues of sovereignty, governance, and discrimination, and many others. It was brokered by President Bill Clinton between the British government and various factions in Northern Ireland. Name this agreement that approved by voters in 2 referendums and ended most of the violence of the Troubles. That is the Friday or Belfast Agreement. Name this type of poetry which was widely used in the 20th century poems. It is not written in a regular rhythmical pattern or meter. Craig.
Blank verse?
No. Trent.
Free verse.
Free verse is what we need. All right, question 18. In music, it is sometimes called a bridge or a break, or can be a piece of music composed to be inserted between sections or acts of a work. This music term that is played or sung between the movements of a larger composition. James.
Cadenza?
No. Answer, Atkins. We need an interlude. This medical condition has 4 stages, beginning with the promontory and ending with the postdrome. In some people, it may be caused from the amino acids tyramine in fermented products such as beer and aged cheese. Name this painful and sometimes reoccurring cephalic condition from which many people suffer that is known in medical jargon as hemicrania continua migraines. Oh. I'm going to have to throw that out because migraines was the correct answer. All right, next question. It's a math computation. A standard DVD has a diameter of 12 centimeters. It has a middle area that cannot hold data with a diameter of 4.5 centimeters. To the nearest whole number of pi, what is the area in square centimeters of a DVD used to store data? Time was called before we could get a buzz in there. The correct answer was 31 pi centimeters squared. All right, and now I'm going to fix that one that I messed up. This book is a story of a sharecropper's 4 children in North Carolina. The father of the children dies, leaving them as orphans, and they spend their time trying to make a living and keep from being discovered so they won't be separated. What is the name of this 1969 book by Vera and Bill Cleaver, named for a blossoming flower type? All right, Trent?
The Orphan Master's Son.
No. Atkins? Craig?
The Apple Orchard.
No, it's Where the Lilies Bloom. Where the Lilies Bloom. All right, so that's the end of round 1. And so we're going to go back to Christina while we check for challenges and substitutions. No challenges here?
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Another close match that we have going on, so be sure to stay with us. We're going to cut away briefly to do a bit of Quiz Bowl housekeeping. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
The state's best baseball and softball teams are back in Conway this summer as the Centennial Bank State Baseball and Softball Championships are live on Arkansas PBS Sports.
That one is lifted to left, and it is gone.
Sends this into center field. It's a walk-off for the Warriors' first state championship.
For a complete schedule and all the ways to watch, go to myarpbs.org/sports.
Today can be a new beginning.
Bright things ahead, darling. Brightness and joy.
That's genuinely classy.
I just want to be right here in this moment with you.
You set kind of a high bar.
I'm just getting started.
Television will never be the same again.
Magnificent.
We are back. Looks like there were no challenges for that first round, so there are only 10 points between these two teams in this match. So let's go back over to the quiz master for round 2.
Well, thank you, Christina. We did bring in Sahara to the game, so it's good to have her. And if you have your hands on your buzzers, we're ready for round 2.
Round 2.
There we go. All right. Question 21. Born in India, his parents abandoned him at a foster home in England when he was 6. And he detailed those years in his story, Baba Black Sheep. Many of his stories, novels, and poems glorified and praised British imperialism. Name this author of White Man's Burden. Trent.
Kipling.
Yes. And you've earned your team a bonus called Elementary Arkansas. Given a fact about Arkansas you probably should have learned in elementary school, provide what is being asked for. The state motto in Latin.
Defer to Austin.
E pluribus unum?
No. Official beverage.
Milk.
Yes. State flower.
Is it the apple blossom? Apple blossom, apple blossom.
Apple blossom.
Yes. Good job. State bird.
Mockingbird.
Yes. And the only one you missed, you gave the national motto. The correct answer for Arkansas is Regnant Populus. All right, we got one bonus out of the way, and now we've got 3 more to go. Here we go. He was made a marquis in Italy in 1929 for his accomplishments. He got his first wireless telegraphy patent in England in 1896. Name this man who won the Nobel Prize for Physics and was recognized as the inventor of the wireless radio in... Craig.
Marconi.
Yes. And Craig, you've earned your team a bonus called Less Than Usual Mohs Hardness Scale. All right, given a mineral not listed as a benchmark for each number, provide the Mohs number for that mineral. All right, magnetite.
4.
No. Boron.
1.
No. Graphite.
3.
No. And zircon.
7.
Yes. All right, the ones you missed, magnetite was 5 or 6. Boron was 9. And graphite was 1 or 2. All right, we got 2 left. Let's see if we can get it with this math computation. What is the value of the fraction 324 over 8 divided by the fraction 3 over 256? Craig?
10,496 over 3?
No. Answer? Austin, the time went off, I'm afraid. Did you have 3,456? No, you... Austin, you always say yes on those kinds of questions. That's exactly what I had. Well, we're going to give math another try with this question. For a given function, f of x equals 75x plus 25, that quantity over x squared. What is the limit of f of x? You want me to add the last words? It says as x approaches positive infinity. All right, Austin.
X approaches positive infinity?
No. Well, that's not what I have. Okay. Craig.
Undefined?
No, I have 0. 0. All right. No harm, no foul on those questions since they're bonus questions. This can mean exodus or migration. In the Arabic etymology of the word, it means the severing of ties of kinship or association, or to cut off from family association. Name this flight of Muhammad from Mecca to Medina that occurred in 622 CE. Craig.
Hajj?
No. Austin.
Raj?
No. Actually needed a combination of those two. Correct answer would be Hijra or Hijah. All right, she fought for the rights of immigrants and minorities and played a significant role in the design and passing of the Title IX legislation. She was a Japanese American woman and was elected to Congress in 1964. Name this first Asian American woman elected to Congress. Trent.
Lazarus.
No. Craig.
Mikado.
No, her name is Patsy Mink, M-I-N-K. All right, it is actually a fast-growing type of grass that has many positive environmental qualities. It is a type of grass used in many coastal areas for its nitrogen filtering in water, flood barrier, and protection from soil erosion. Name this plant that is known for its fast-growing properties that might be used for... Trent.
Bamboo?
Yes. All right, let's see what your bonus category is going to be. All right, it's going to be homographs. Homographs. Homographs are words that are spelled the same but have different meanings. Given two descriptions, provide the word, the homograph. If the homograph has alternate pronunciations, either will be acceptable. All right, number 1, to put together or a type of farm implement.
Combine.
Yes. A measure of time or a very small amount of something.
Minute.
Yes. Boat parking place or moving quietly without gaining notice. Answer?
Dock.
No. And to be satisfied are types of information in a medium.
Content.
Yes. And the one you missed was slip. Slip. Boats are housed in slips. All right, we have one bonus to go and 3 questions to get there. So let's see if we can do it. She is a Theban princess and a character in several Greek tragedies. Her name can be translated as against birth. Craig.
Antigone?
You're right. And you've picked up the last bonus, which is African American population of NFL cities. Using data from the 2020 census, provide 4 of the top cities with a National Football League team that have the highest percentage of African American population of the total city's population. All right. They do not have to be in any specific order, Craig, but you only have 20 seconds to start. Craig, answers?
Atlanta, Charlotte, New Orleans, and Buffalo.
I have that they got 2 right, judges. Okay. You got New Orleans and Atlanta right, but when you did either Detroit, Baltimore, Cleveland, Washington, D.C., or Cincinnati for the other 2. But you got 2 out of it, so that's good. Plus, of course, you have finished up the round for us. So do we have any challenges from our coaches? None over here. None over here. All right, we're going to go back to Christina.
The state's best baseball and softball teams are back in Conway this summer as the Centennial Bank State Baseball and Softball Championships are live on Arkansas PBS Sports.
That one is lifted to left, and it is gone.
Sends this into center field. It's a walk-off for the Warriors' first state championship.
For a complete schedule and all the ways to watch, go to myarpbs.org/sports.
This month in Passport on the PBS app. Piece of gold was all she carried. AC got on. Fields of evergreen. Oh, with a breeze.
For decades, the Bee Gees created music that defined a generation.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app. This month in Passport on the PBS app.
We're actually going in to touch the sun. What are our cosmic origins?
The telescope is this moment where scientific investigation changes.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
Welcome back to State Quiz Bowl Championships. We are gearing up for the lightning round, which means the teams need to choose their categories. So for that, we're going to send it over to the Quizmaster.
Thank you, Christina. And Atkins is a little bit behind Mountain View going into this round, and a very exciting game here in the 3A. Here are your 3 categories, and Atkins, you'll choose first. British authors of literature and poetry. Given a work of literature or poetry by a British author, name the author. All right, you might choose the second category. Famous first of American women. Identify the American women who were the first to do the following. Or you might choose number 3, bones of the human body. Given a description of a bone, facts or superlatives about human bones provide what is being described. So, Christina, they have their topics, and I'm going to send it back to you while they decide what they want.
Sounds good. Thank you. We have our Quiz Bowl expert, Bill Davis, back with us. And so they've got the categories, and they have how long to choose which one, and what kind of strategy goes into this?
1 minute.
Okay.
And when they choose, they're probably going to make the decision based on what they know. Occasionally, it'll be what the other team knows, and you'll try to block it. But these 3 categories, this is only a 25-point game. Yeah. This 60-second round a lot of times determines the match, even though it has the smallest number of points. We've already seen 2 teams in the same match run it. That means they get 10 questions right, 10 points apiece, plus they get a bonus of 20. So it's possible for Atkins to come back and really put the pressure on Mountain View. Now, it depends on what they pick. They'll get to pick first.
Okay.
When they pick, there's one on women's first. That's general knowledge. People are going to know about that. The bones, that's another one. They're going to have studied that. Depends on just how tricky they get with those questions at the end. But I'm going to say one of these teams could run this.
Well, it was very exciting to see both teams run it in our last match. So I believe that the teams have picked their categories. So we are going to head back over to the quiz master to see what they chose.
All right, welcome back. And our teams during the break chose their categories. Atkins got to pick first, and they chose bones of the human body. And then Mountain View chose of the other 2. They chose British authors of literature and poetry. Okay, so are y'all ready? And you've made no substitutions because they're all right there. Okay, well, good luck. Ready, Craig? Okay. Given a description of a bone, facts or superlatives about human bones provide what is being described. Normal number of ribs.
16?
No. Smallest bones of body located here.
Ear.
Yes. Largest joint of bones in the body.
Pelvis?
No. Strongest bone.
Femur?
Yes. Shortest bone in the body.
Carpals?
No. Latin name for an ankle bone.
Calcaneus?
No. Primary mineral bones are made of?
Calcium.
Yes. Digital bones of fingers and toes.
Phalanges.
Yes. Kneecap bone.
Patella.
Yes. Collarbone.
Clavicle.
Yes. All right, very good. You only had 3, I believe. Judges, am I right? 4. 4 that you missed and are going to pass over to Trent. Trent, are you ready? Do you understand the category? All right, here we go. Normal number of ribs.
8.
No. Largest joint of bones in the body.
Hip joint.
No. Shortest bone in the body. It's got to be one. No, they said phalanges. Answer?
Phalanges.
No. And finally, the Latin name of the ankle bone.
Achilles heel.
No. The normal number of ribs is 12. Okay. And the largest joint of bones in the body is the knee. And the shortest bone in the body is the coccyx. And the Latin name for ankle bone is stapes or stirrup. All right, now we're going to go to Mountain View. And Mountain View, y'all be ready over here, Atkins. You chose British authors of literature and poetry. Given a work of literature or poetry by a British author, name that author. Ready? The once and future king.
Masters.
No. The Canterbury Tales.
Chaucer.
Yes. Ulysses.
Joyce.
Yes. Songs of Innocence and Experience.
Blake.
Yes. Bleak House.
Dickens.
Yes. The Golden Notebook.
Tart.
No. Ode on a Nightingale.
Keats.
Yes. Ozymandias.
Shelley. Percy.
Yes. The Moon and Sixpence.
Tart.
No. Old Lang Syne.
This is 10.
Stall.
Okay. Stalling on number 10, so that will not pass over. Craig, they have left 3 here that I see. So let's do those. Who was the author of The Once and Future King?
Smith.
No. And The Golden Notebook?
Rowling.
No. And The Moon and Sixpence?
Mary Shelley.
No, that one's W. Somerset Maugham. And The Once and Future King was T.H. White. And The Golden Notebook was Doris Lessing. All right, so that finishes us up in that round. Do we have any challenges? None here, none there. Okay, so we're going to take a short break and allow these teams to make any subs they want to make.
We're launching our 2024 New Member Challenge, and our goal is to gain 2,500 new members before June 30th. If we reach our goal, Arkansas PBS Foundation will receive a $45,000 challenge fund provided by generous Ambassador Circle donors. If you're already a donor to Arkansas PBS, thank you. We couldn't do it without you. If not, now is the perfect time to join and help us meet our 2024 New Member Challenge goal.
The state's best baseball and softball teams are back in Conway this summer as the Centennial Bank State Baseball and Softball Championships are live on Arkansas PBS Sports.
As that one is lifted to left, and it is gone.
Sends this into center field. It's a walk-off for the Warriors' first state championship.
For a complete schedule and all the ways to watch, go to myarpbs.org/sports.
Today can be a new beginning.
Bright things ahead, darling. Brightness and joy.
That's genuinely classy.
I just want to be right here in this moment with you.
You set kind of a high bar.
I'm just getting started.
Television will never be the same again. Magnificent.
Welcome back to the State Quiz Bowl Championships. This has been our closest match so far for the day, and we are now ready for the final round. So let's send it back over to the Quiz Master.
All right, thank you, Christina. And we do have an exciting game going, and we have Sahara into the game and Jay into the game. So good to have you all in for this final round. Very close game. So we'll see what happens here in this last 20 questions, 200 points available. All right, are y'all ready? Well, we're ready to begin round 4.
Round 4.
All right, we're going to start with a science computation question. An acid that is a weak acid with a dissociation constant of 2.5 times 10 to the minus 6. If a solution is 1.00 molar of this acid, what is the molarity in scientific notation of H plus ions in the solution? All right, Craig?
7.5 times 10 to the negative 8th?
No. Time, Austin. You're always right behind that time buzzer. The correct answer is 5.0 times 10 to the minus 4. All right, here's our next toss-up. This fictional character of Spanish literature was said to be a libertine, someone without moral character who rejects standard social and sexual restraints. He was also the title or character of an unfinished satiric poem by Lord Byron. Trent.
Don Juan.
Yes. It occurred in 1968 during the height of fighting in the Vietnam War. U.S. soldiers were on a search and destroy mission in Viet Cong territory known as Pinkville. Craig.
My Lai Massacre?
You're right. Protons, electrons, and neutrons have electric charges, which is a basic property of matter. When an atom loses electrons, it becomes positively charged. What is the name? Craig.
Cation?
Yes. Math computation. When selling a home, Matt brings a 3% commission to the sales office from the sale. He gets to keep 80% of that as his payment for completing the sale. If Matt sells a $240,000 house, how much commission in dollars does he get to keep? Craig.
5,760?
Yes. He studied folk music and is considered to be one of the founders of what would become ethnomusicology. He studied at the Budapest Academy of Music and collected Slovak, Romanian, and commonly called then gypsy music. Name this Hungarian composer of ballets, including Wooden Prince and Miraculous Mandarin and the opera Bluebeard's Castle. James.
Bartok?
Bartok is correct. All right, this type of army unit soldiers have had names such as Mamluk, Dragoon, Trent.
Light cavalry. Infantry.
Judges? Yes. All right, he is considered one of the greatest of the English poets, and his works were cited by those fomenting revolution in the Americas and France during the 18th century. Name this 17th century poet who wanted to abolish the Church of England and wrote works including Lycidas on Shakespeare. Trent.
Swift.
No. Craig.
Spencer.
John Milton. All right, let's do math computation. If students in Walter's class have the grades of 56, 65, 72, 75, 95, 99, 84, 88, 92, 75, and 46. What is the median grade in his class? Craig.
79.5.
No. All right, the correct answer was 84. 84. All right, this biology term comes from the Greek word for cavity. It is a fluid-filled cavity formed by a layer of embryonic cells in animals who have 3 layers of cells. What forms the main body cavity in which organs are suspended? Trent.
Pustule.
No. Craig.
Thoracic.
No, it is coelom. Question number 41. This country's name is actually reflected in the Italian name for a colorful sea. Tigrinya is the most spoken of 9 official languages here. Name this country that was formed in 1993 after a brutal civil war, where Ethiopia lost all of its coastline in forming this new country. Craig.
Eritrea?
Yes. He studied art in France with Robert Henri, beginning in 1906, but rejected the experimental nature of art going on there. He was originally trained as an illustrator and turned to painting and advertising art in the 1910s. Name this realist artist of works such as Room in Brooklyn and House by the Railroad, but is most well known for his Ashcan works Automat and Nighthawks. Trent.
Hopper.
Yes. Identify the University of Iowa player who was recently the overall number. Kellen.
Caitlin Clark.
Yes. She was the daughter of William X and inherited huge amounts of land in France upon her father's death. She married Louis VII of France and had great influence over his decisions. Craig.
Eleanor of Aquitaine.
You're right. Question 45. German game maker Mimi Games features Aphia in this backdrop of black comedy. The Red Marley ship in this 2023 game is reassembled by a pirate who had a sword in her head. Name this game that features Aphia and her crew of pirates with magical powers. Trent.
Sea of Stars.
No. Craig.
Blackbeard.
No, it is Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew. All right, this substance cycles from the interior to the outside of the atmosphere of one of Saturn's moons, where it is broken apart. It exists in the form of solid ice, vapor, and liquid rain on the moon, Titan. Name this Group 14 hybrid, which is the main component of natural gas with chemical formula C4. Craig.
Methane?
Yes. Math computation. Solve for x. X squared plus 6x equals 16. You're solving for x. Craig.
X equals -8 and X equals 2.
You're right. Timeout has been called. Teams are allowed a 30-second timeout each. So we'll take just a short break while they meet. Christina and Bill?
Yes, definitely 30 seconds, not 30 minutes. However, fill us in on, you said this is a good timeout. Why do you say that?
This is a good timeout. Mountain View has led the whole game. Atkins has just took the lead, and they've got a 15-point lead. Mountain View's coach is going to go up there and say, look, we just lack a few questions left. We can win this or we can lose it. You have got to stay concentrated. And it's anybody's game right now, really. Atkins has just stayed in it, just little at a time, nipped away at the lead, and now they're in the lead. First time.
By far the closest match that we've had, very evenly matched teams here.
Yes, they are. And that's why these next few questions, 3 or 4 questions, is going to determine who wins this.
Could be
State
pivotal.
championships on the line.
It's so intense and so exciting. So let's go back over now that the timeout is complete.
All right, thank you, Christina. We do have 3 questions left, and we cannot have a tie since we have a 5 in the score. So let's see how we do. She grew up on an Omaha Indian reservation in Nebraska in the 1860s. Wanting indigenous Americans to receive medical care, she earned her medical degree and advocated for separate lands for her people. Name this medical doctor who also fought for temperance, land rights, and the treatment of tuberculosis in her people. Trent.
Mankiller?
No. Craig.
Walker.
No, it is LaFlèche. And sometimes she's known as Picotte. This author was once a soldier and was sold into slavery while serving in Algiers. After he attained freedom, he was initially unsuccessful as a writer. Over 2 decades later, he would write one of the most famous books of all time that featured tilting, chivalry, windmills. Trent.
Don Quixote? Oh my God.
No. And Sancho Panza. Name this author of Don Quixote. Craig.
Miguel de Cervantes.
You're right. All right, question 50. It is also known as tocopherol, and it is an oxidant of vitamins that protects cells from damage and degeneration, and is common in foods like canola oil, almonds, meats, and dairy. Name this vitamin important to vision and reproduction, as well as the health of your blood, brain, and skin. Trent.
Iron?
No. Craig.
K?
No, it's E. Vitamin E is what we were looking for. And so that ends a very exciting match for the 3A state championship. We'll go back to Christina and Bill.
Wow, everybody in here was just reacting with an incredible response. Bill Davis, come on back over here because that is quite the matchup and the closest one that we've had. And boy, so exciting for one team and so disappointing for the other.
And you definitely want to put this in the category of an upset. Atkins, this is their first time here, came in here with a little bit cold at first, had to do some adjustments, but they hung in there. They stayed in there. Mountain View will be back, I'm certain, again. Atkins may be back, too. These are wonderful games.
Absolutely,
wonderful games.
Absolutely great. And we are going to wrap up after this, but first let's take a quick break.
Sustaining membership is an easy, convenient, and affordable way for you to support the programs you love on Arkansas PBS. Sustaining members make an ongoing monthly contribution from either their checking account or credit card. Simply choose the monthly amount that fits your budget. and then call or go online and we'll set it up for you. Your donation will happen automatically each month, so your support will always be current. Need to make a change to your monthly gift? Just call or email us. You're always in control. Knowing we can count on a certain amount of revenue each month helps Arkansas PBS better plan for the future. Call or go online to start your sustaining membership right now.
We are so lucky to count on you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's really terribly kind of you.
We are just, beyond grateful for the support that we get.
I'll always be so grateful for everything you did for me.
This is one thankful count.
And welcome back. I'm here with Carolyn and Melinda and friends with Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association, and we've got some awards to give out, so let's get started.
We would like to present as the state runner-up in 3A to Mountain View High School.
Round of applause. You guys did fantastic. And the big check gets to go to them as well. Congratulations, you guys. That was an intense match.
And then to Atkins High School, we would like to present your state trophy.
There you are. Round of applause, you guys. Wow. You get a banner and the check as well. One more round of applause for both teams. That was the craziest match we've had today. And a few more from you over here. From Carolyn. Here we go.
And the third and fourth place in this division are Harding, Fayetteville, Haas Hall, Fayetteville, and Harding, two different teams. Now, for the MVP, we've got over here from Atkins, Craig Hohen.
Congrats.
And additional all-tournament players are Trent Wickham from Mountain View.
Congratulations as well.
Right. Also, Emily Jones from Dover, Katie Clinton from Centerpoint, and Andrew Jones from Episcopal Collegiate. That is our all-tournament team.
Wonderful. One more round of applause for everybody. We have coaches and teacher of the year, too. And we also want to announce coaches and teacher of the year as well for and Friends of Quiz Bowl. So who has that? Do you have that? Okay. So can we go ahead and have them come join us? Come on up. We're ready for you. So that really was one of the most intense matchups. So we do talk about there's always a winner and a second place, and there's some disappointment there. But, man, you guys, what an incredible match. You guys all brought it today, that's for sure. So this is Friends of the Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association. Is that right? Hello, hello.
Hi, I'm Paul Gray. I'm president of the Friends of Quiz Bowl Association, or Friends of Quiz Bowl, and we have a scholarship that we give every year. This year we had the most submissions we'd ever had and the highest quality, so it was really tough. But our two winners, our first one is Yamilet Rueda from DeQueen High School.
Round of applause.
And we've got a check for you, Yamilet, and her coach said she was the glue that held the team together and that she found her confidence playing Quiz Bowl, so
wow.
Great stuff. Our other winner is Becca Hartman from Sacred Heart.
Round of applause.
And Becca, I've seen her play several times this year, moderating the tournaments around the state. She's a really good player, and she said she also kind of found this was kind of her jam, was Quiz Bowl.
Wow.
So congratulations to our two scholarship winners.
Absolutely. One more round of applause. Congratulations.
We also give Coach of the Year awards, and so they're nominated by their peers, and then we have a panel at Friends of Quiz Bowl who choose these. And our junior high Coach of the Year, this person has been coaching 15 years. She is someone who gave up a tutoring job, a paying job, to continue to coach her team in her spare time, as many teachers you have. But our junior high coach of the year, I've seen her team play this year at region, and you talk about a really good team, but a really polite team. I'd like to award Adrienne Carey the junior high coach of the year.
Yay, come on up and get your award. Congratulations. One more round of applause. Congratulations.
Our senior high coach of the year, we won't have to go far. This guy has made 5 trips in a row to the state championship game, 4 state championships. Today came up a little bit short, but he's built a program there at Mountain View. They burst on the scenes about 6-7 years ago, and they made a statement that we're here to stay. So our coach of the year is a good friend of mine, Alan Bishop.
Round of applause. I loved how excited your students got for you when they announced that. So that says a lot about you, Coach. Well, congratulations to all of you and to the players and participants as well. Thank you all for being here. You don't go anywhere. Up next, we have the 7A state championship with Rogers Heritage War Eagles and Little Rock Central Tigers. That's coming up in just a few minutes right here, live on Arkansas PBS.